AITA for answering the phone to a guy I knew had deep feelings for me. This is an incredibly dumb post, but the doubt is creeping up on me and I just want an outside perspective. Him and I know each other through mutual friends as we go to universities near each other. Months before this, him, 20M, and I, 19F, had talked briefly late 2024 just to see if it would go anywhere, and evidently it didn't, and he ended up with a different girl. Some months later, now 2025, he randomly calls me, explaining how him and his girlfriend had broken up, so of course I expressed my condolences, and thought that was the end of our quote connection. But for the next few months he continued contacting me, and to my knowledge we were only friends and nothing more. Of course, I responded to him like I would any of my friends, short and simple but not entirely cold-shouldered. One morning on my way to work, my friend who attends the same uni as him texts me saying that he has feelings for me, and I really didn't want to deal with that, so I reduced my contact with him and resulted to a few messages weekly or monthly. But he wouldn't stop trying to contact me, and when I informed my mom about it like I do with a lot of things, she tells me that I know better and should stop speaking with him at all if I didn't reciprocate feelings. That stuck to me. So I reduced contact even more, hardly responding to calls or texts altogether. So, earlier today, he messaged me on Instagram asking if he could phone me later, as he had something he wanted to tell me. I told him it depended on my schedule, but that he could try me and I might pick up. Obviously, he tried and I was taking my break, so I decided to answer before getting back to work, and he continued to tell me he had feelings for me. I wasn't surprised, so I kept my response minimal and made sure he knew I didn't feel the same way. He seemed fine with it, but expressed he just didn't want this feeling to linger with him all summer. I hung up after that. When I came home tonight, I called my mom to tell her about job details and whatnot and brought up my phone call. She told me I was showing interest in him by even picking up the phone at all, and that I should know better again and needed to stop leading him on. I told her this was the first time I spoke to him in a month at most, but she stood her ground on her statement. If I even tried to back myself up by saying he knows, I don't feel the same way, but she kept turning the blame on me, saying I was the one setting myself up and leading on an unsuspecting guy who thinks he has a chance at all. This puzzled me because I know myself better than anyone, but I can't shake off the feeling that this all might be my fault. So now I'm writing this on my laptop, writing this in my bed wondering, AITA for picking up the phone to a guy I knew liked me.